So, beating a Muay Khao fighter. Now, a Muay Khao fighter, if you don't know what that is, first of all, it's someone who has a lot of forward pressure, good clinch work, good knees, good elbows. Now, the forward pressure is the thing that we're going to talk probably the most about and give you some options off of how to beat that forward pressure or how to stop the person in their tracks, sort of thing. So the first thing I want to talk about is the jab, right? Use your jab a lot when you're facing a Muay Khao because you want to be able to disrupt steps and disrupt rhythm. Yeah. Okay, so your jab first of all, right? So if Dan's always coming forward on me, like it's walking me down, just pop in my jab, little touches. It doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes you can double it up. Yeah, just break it. And again, just breaking his rhythm. Okay, he's walking me down. Yeah, just making sure you're using that a lot. Like I said, the jab doesn't need to be ruthless and hard all the time. Sometimes it can be hard, so I go, I stick it on. But sometimes it can be just a little, just popping my hand out there, just so they've got something to think about while they're coming forward. Going off of that, your teep is one of your best friends when it comes to beating a pressure person, because again, we're trying to throw things down the middle that are straight, that are going to stop the person. Body kicks, they're just going to catch and walk through. Want to make sure that it's right down the middle so we can stop them exactly where they are. So if I'm going to teep when Dan's coming forward, just pop. Just a little pop, boom, there. And again, boom. Yeah, just down the center of their stomach here. Now, with them two things, mix them together, right? Because they both work really well. So sometimes I might teep first, boom, then fake and jab, boom, boom. Sometimes I might jab first, boom, then fake the jab and teep, boom. Yeah, see how even then it can catch you off guard very easy, right? The key is to not let them get into a range where they can get control of you or hold you or grab your arms or anything like this. So keeping your hands nice and tight as well, not having too much like of a guard like this with my hands out here, because he might want to parry that and then step on and grip me, right? So keeping the guard nice and tight and throwing everything from a long range, which is where you want to be against that sort of fighter. Now, when you do get into a clinch position, because it is inevitable that you will get into the clinch at some point, my advice would be to lock a position. So, example, let's say we just get into a position here, he's got over the top of my arms, I'm underneath here. From here, he can work, he can pull my arm down, he can knee, he can go inside, whatever. If you look here, there's a gap in between me and him. I want you to close body to body, number one. Okay, that way we're taking away the option of the straight knees up the middle and the elbows, because my head is on the side of his head here. If I move around here, we're touching here. So he can't elbow me. He has to break away and then get the knee off. Boom. Yeah, so body to body position is important. Now for me, what I would try and do is wrap an arm up as well. So I'm in this position here, maybe I tuck and I keep my head on the side here, but this arm is wrapped up and it's locking the arm. Remember, after a certain amount of time, the referee is going to break it anyway. So if it doesn't look like that there's work being done, they will break the clinch and you will go back to being long range. Okay? So again, this can work in any position, by the way. You can lock onto the body if you need to. As long as you get that body to body situation where you're away from the long knees and your head's on the side of his head so you can't be elbowed. Every time I lock a position, say, and I'm even here, right? If he tries to break away and pull his body away, I'll just follow and I go to another position and maybe I take his back. Yeah, you've got a lot of options, but the key is to lock up the arms so they can't elbow and bring the body as close to his body as possible so you take away the option of them straight knees up the middle. Round knees, they're going to be there, but the straight knees are what's going to really hurt you and the elbows are what's going to really hurt you. So taking away them two things is a really important factor. Now, going back to the start when we were talking about the jab and the teep, sometimes they're going to get used to this, right? Them straight shots coming down the line. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mix it with angles, all right? So sometimes maybe I teep first, boom. Then I fake and jab, boom, boom. Then I fake teep and step, boom, boom. And then kick afterwards or kick the leg. I quite like when I'm moving around a person to kick the back of the leg as well, because they're unable to block it. So if I'm moving around here again, I've gone teep, boom, fake teep jab, boom, boom, fake jab step, boom, here, that back leg, boom, across there. I mean, you don't have to skip like I just did, but you can just flick it, because they're very unable to block. Also, when you step off to the side, kick in the back. Again, big score. They cannot block. They've got no way to block. You're racking up the points and you're nullifying them. Again, with them straight shots, jab, teep. Okay, now I fake something. They're used to it. I fake, I step, I score. Then again, we start to play the game. One small thing that I think is a really important position as well in the clinch when you get in there is sometimes knee barring, yeah? So let's say we're in a position and he keeps pulling his body away from me here, and then long kneeing, boom, all right? I want to be able to create something in between me and him to stop him from kneeing. Now, lead leg, this leg here, my closest leg to him. I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to put my knee to the inside of my body, and foot goes on the hip there. If we just turn this way so you can see the foot. So I'm going up, across, and this foot is on the hip here. This stops him from moving round to the other side of my body here. I can lock him in position. If I take that foot away and I just put my leg, step. Exactly. He can just move around. So that's a really important part. And having a position on the arm when you are like knee barring them, yeah? So here, I'm not just leaving this to do nothing. I'm over the top of the arms, I'm pulling, I'm pushing, and I'm holding this position. He steps back, I step with him. Yeah, I bounce. Then if I want to drop the leg, boom, and then I can go to my knee afterwards, okay? So just a couple of tips on how to beat someone: pressure, knees, elbows, locking position, straight shots down the middle, not round shots. If you angle, you're scoring afterwards, so you're racking up the points. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. I hope this helps you, and thank you for watching.